Hey everybody, Brad Michael here from Lucent Lampworks. Today I wanted to talk about something I get asked from time to time, and it usually revolves around a client that may have bought a fixture from me a while back and they want to change maybe this shade size that they have from larger to smaller or vice versa, or they maybe want to go from a fabric shade to a glass shade. And instead of sending me back the whole fixture, 9 out of 10 times I can usually help you change that on your own by changing to either to or from a glass shade holder. This is for these style shade holders are for glass, and these come in 3 different sizes. This is a 4-inch. I have a 3 1/4 inch and a 2 1/4 inch, and maybe down the road I'll have a 6-inch. But and then I also have, these are fabric shades, and I also have some metal shades. So depending on what style shade you have and want to move to, I'm pretty sure that this video will help you get to what you need. So to start, I'd like to tell you a little bit about how it goes on. And even if you had an electrician install your fixture and it's just sort of sitting in place right now, it's good to kind of know exactly how it went together. So I have the socket is threaded at the bottom right here, and then I have these two, I use 2 knurled nuts, and there's a wider end on the outside and then there's a thinner end on the inside. Using having the thinner end should attach to the socket first, and I would screw that in all the way, and then that would be the first one. And then let's say you have a fabric shade, the hole on the washer of the top frame of the fabric shade would fit right over the socket, and then I would take the second knurled nut in the same direction with the thinner end going in first over the socket end, and then I would screw that on to the end of the socket. And that's how it would be installed. And maybe that's what you currently have and you want to change out to something else. Now before you begin, obviously if your fixture is currently installed electrically, you'll want to turn power off to the fixture because you are working right around the edge of a socket, so I don't want you to get zapped. But essentially speaking, you're going to start with the lower knurled nut, and you want to take that off, unscrew that just like you do any lefty-loosey, and take off that shade. Then you might replace it with whatever the next shade holder I send you and the next piece of glass. So we'll put this one on, and it fits the same way right over the socket, and then we're going to put that knurled nut on there again and tighten that up. When I tighten these up, if I can, I kind of turn the shade holder or the shade at the same time I'm twisting the nut on the inside to help really lock it in place. Knowing that, if this is what you have to start with and you're replacing to a smaller size shade holder or a larger size shade holder, this could be on here a little more tight than just a self-loosening. So you might need to, one thing you can do is sort of, as you are trying to loosen it, turn the shade holder at the same time, and then that might break loose the nut underneath. If it still isn't coming loose very easily, you can always get a pair of channel locks, get in there right on top of the nut, and then just give it a little bit of a turn, and that should loosen up just enough for you to get that started at least. Take that off, take this off, and replace it with whichever or whatever shade or shade holder you'd like to replace it with. So hopefully that answers that question. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can help walk you through it more specifically. Thanks a lot.